Hey guys, what up? Starting my next vlog. It's currently 8:01 p.m. I'm gonna get ready and go to bed soon. My back is like really sore. I don't know what I did, but I clearly did something wrong to it. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. So far, so good. So when I get the other ones printed that I have, I will try and see if I can get as much up there. And also maybe fix my lights a little. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I like it so far. It looks good. I refixed it and put some of my larger ones up there too that I already had. Oh, my arms are sore. Bye. I fixed it. Sort of. I think I'm gonna leave some of it like that and then like just delete a bunch of the pictures. That's better. Hi guys, I'm in bed. I'm gonna try and sleep with my lights on tonight. And yeah, actually, I just found out that I do get Crave, which has like Vice TV, Viceland, so I can watch Dark Side of the Ring. But I actually watched an episode from last season, first season, Bruiser Brody's murder, and it was fabulous. Oh my god. But you know what? It's not the same without Jim Cornette on it. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed with corny. I can't help myself. Anyway, now I have to wait until tomorrow or Thursday or something. Bro. And then, bro. Who am I? It's very informative, and I can't wait till, like, I think it's like Thursday or something to get uploaded. But they already have, like, all of the ones that have aired up to this point from this season. So, Benoit, the two-parter on that one, Jimmy Snuka, Brawl for All, and I think that's it. I can't remember. Anyway, the next one is tonight. It's Dino Bravo at 10:30. But we don't actually have the channel. I have to wait till it's uploaded onto my actual, like, TV thing. So I have to wait till that happens. And then next week is Herb Abrams UWF. It should be interesting, considering what we know about him. And half of his roster is dead. So, yay!
J'espère la personne qu'elle a eue, qu'est-ce qu'elle mérite. Je reste avec de beaux souvenirs de l'homme qui était, qui m'a donné une belle fille dont je suis très très fière. J'aimerais que les gens se rappellent de lui étant un homme fier de représenter le Québec au niveau de la lutte, au niveau de sa profession. L'homme le plus fort au monde et surtout un bon coéquipier au niveau des amis, puis un bon père de famille et un bon mari. Je le pardonne d'avoir pris des mauvaises décisions parce qu'il a fait ça pour nous, mais que je l'aime et que j'aimerais qu'il soit là. J'aimerais qu'il soit là et qu'il serait grand-père aujourd'hui.
Officially making it one of the most successful trios the company's made in the last 10 years. Keith's recent release is lousy news, but hopefully once things recover, he could get his job back to feed as many kids. And maybe with some more gym time, a bit of luck, and a larger beard, he can get that main event push and be on the same page as his 3MB counterparts.
Inducted into the Hall of Fame, and then 3 nights later on the Raw after Mania, he was installed once more as GM, this time for the Red brand. Angle was deeply involved with major storylines on Raw, Raw whilst GM from revealing himself as Jason Jordan's dad to looking like the Shield's actual dad. And even though he wasn't the same angle in the ring, outside of it he was still full of intensity, integrity, and intelligence. In Kurt's last big angle as Raw GM, he teamed with fellow elite athlete Ronda Rousey against the ever-present power couple of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. Together, they put on perhaps the most entertaining match of WrestleMania 34, with Kurt helping Ronda to an incredible debut victory. All in all, Angle had 2 solid runs as GM, and I'm sure he'll look back on them as warmly as he does his gold medal. Always stood out as a highlight, as did his ever-shifting office backstage. Sometimes he'd be in a boiler room, other times on a golf cart. It was lovely. Foley was a steadfast babyface during his run as commissioner and proved to be an effective counterpart to the heel-heavy roster of the early 2000s. He led the investigation into Stone Cold's hit and run and even scored a verbal SmackDown win over The Rock when he finally managed to steal the Great One's "It doesn't matter" catchphrase. Foley as the commissioner always stood out as a highlight, as did his ever-shifting office backstage. Sometimes he'd be in a boiler room, other times on a golf cart. It was lovely. Foley was a steadfast babyface during his run as commissioner and proved to be an effective counterpart to the heel-heavy roster of the early 2000s. He led the investigation into Stone Cold's hit and run and even scored a verbal SmackDown win over The Rock when he finally managed to steal the Great One's "It doesn't matter" catchphrase. Foley as the commissioner was excellent, and it's a time of his career that would lead to his eventual face turn and rise to stardom. Number 27, King Haku vs Hercules at WrestleMania 5. WrestleMania 5 is, of course, the site of the mega powers exploding. No, not Hogan vs Savage, we're talking about Hercules vs King Haku. Haku made his entrance on a platform carried by minions, like a late 80s version of Baron Corbin. Gorilla Monsoon was really taken aback by the scale of the contraption, asking, how many people are carrying that thing? The answer is 4. There were 4 people. Hercules had turned babyface a few months prior when manager Bobby Heenan tried to sell his contract to Ted DiBiase. Apparently, he didn't take it very well. Hercules dominated the opening stages here, but Haku fought back with everybody's favourite spot, a long bear hug. One person who didn't seem to be a big fan of this match was Donald Trump, who spent a lot of his time in the front row talking to the people around him. What a filthy casual. Get yourself to PWG and earn some smart points. Eventually, it was
the small stadium. It's probably going to flip over if they move in here.
Why'd they have to mess with Jenny like that? Jenny, I liked her.
They fat shamed the piss out of that poor woman on that show.
Pontiac Silverdome absolutely wild, brother. Commentary certainly tried to put over how big and bruising Morocco was and what a technical genius Orton was. They look like bumbling fools here. For the most part, Zenk and Martel absolutely ran rings around them. The finish was playground stuff, with Morocco catching Martel's crossbody attempt only to trip over Zenk and find himself being pinned to the canvas. A fun and all-action bout for sure, but don't watch this expecting an evenly matched contest. Number 15, The Shield vs Randy Orton, Big Show and Sheamus at WrestleMania 29. This match posed the question, can 3 easily angered babyfaces coexist to inflict the Shield's first defeat upon them? And you might actually struggle to answer that one, providing you haven't watched any wrestling for the past 6 or 7 years. In all seriousness, the Shield winning this match was absolutely the right call. Not only was it their first WrestleMania bout, but their run of dominance would provide WWE with 3 of its hottest stars of the decade. In hindsight, what chance did Sheamus Big Show the next year? Not only losing to RVD, but dropping the IC title to him as well. Poor William. RVD came out very hot for this one, running through all of his signature moves like when you play as him on SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. To counter this, Regal went straight for the brass knucks, only for Van Dam to kick them out of his hand. As well as being contested at a fast pace, this match was also a very hard-hitting one. At some point, Regal must have caught a strike to the teeth as he spent a good portion of the bout bleeding from the mouth. It did look great though, we have to admit. RVD didn't escape unscathed either, taking a half Nelson suplex right on the back of his head. Oh Jesus, be careful. Regal retrieved the brass nuts, but the ref caught him and took them away, like a schoolteacher confiscating your pogs. With his back turned, Regal pulled out a second set of brass knuckles, only for RVD to immediately take him out with a spinning back kick and a 5-star frog splash. Cheetahs never prospered. He apparently had a fondness for green and black even before he became best buddies with Triple H. The Rocker's classic good guy attire was matched with some classic good guy offense, double kip-ups, double super kicks, and so on. Somewhere in Rancho Cucamonga, California, two brothers were furiously taking notes. The crowd hated Bobby Heenan here, which he obviously lapped up, but his devious ways couldn't prevent a hot tag to Michaels, who began to dominate the two bigger men like it was already 1996. From there, the Rockers isolated Haku, nailed a couple of top rope maneuvers, and picked up the victory. Weirdly, Shawn didn't even look particularly happy about winning the match. It's as if his smile had gone missing somehow. Number 11, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 35. Now this one was a risk, but it most definitely paid off. Heading into WrestleMania 35, the show seemed to be built around three big babyface wins. Seth Rollins taking the Universal title from Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston finally becoming WWE Champion, and Becky Lynch winning the first ever...
I'm Canadian, don't confuse me with an American. I say sorry without hesitation. Watch hockey at any occasion. Routine's amazing, I'm Canadian.